I don't know, but I'll tell you our approach that we're going to take to see if we can figure out where it's going to be. It's going to look something like this. First, it's like evaluation, innovation, execution, iteration, and then either acceleration or retirement of those brands. So first is like a function of evaluation, like where are the growing markets, like what's happening, and some of that's just like paying attention to Nielsen's and seeing what's on the store and just being involved and engaged in the marketplace. If there's a market that we think is growing, it's like, okay, if we enter this market, do we think it can be financially relevant to us? And do we think we can be a player in it? If so, let's go ahead and start innovating products in that market. Then we have to execute. We have to get the products through our distribution into the stores, into the shelves, and also market it and make sure that people, whether it be experiential marketing, whether it be a trade marketing. And then the next is the iteration. Like some things are going to work, some things aren't going to work. And then the last is either the acceleration or the retirement of those brands. Acceleration is easy because when it works, when you ship 20,000 cases and they all ship and they get depleted, then you make more product, kind of like the early days of butter. Acceleration is a no-brainer. The trick is like, when do you retire the brands? And so what we've said is our framework is to say we want to be a top 10 brand in 5 years and a top 5 brand in 10 years. And so if after 3 years our brand has a chance to be somewhere near the top 10, then let's stay at it. And if it has no chance at all after 3 years, let's kill it, because there's a financial constraint that we have, but there's a bandwidth of the brain and of our partner's relationship that we have to respect that bandwidth. And so if we constantly are trying to push products that don't have an opportunity to be a growth product, then we're spending time and energy on something that's just gonna be like a middle of the road. Let's retire those brands. It doesn't mean that we can't have like little crown jewels. We'll still have John Anthony has a product with Dextop or Tokalon. We're going to do 100 cases of that. We'll still do those little jewels, but those aren't going to be our growth products. And so we're kind of thinking of like, instead of us trying to figure out like, okay, we need to be the wizard that's going to be able to tell the time. Like, let's just build clocks. Let's have a process by which we can constantly be innovating, and through that innovation process, we'll be able to find winners and then hit the winners. And if we do this consistently for the next 15 or 20 years, our business will grow, and we don't have to be like this wizard about saying, oh, it's going to be here, it's going to be there. It's like, oh, right now there's growth in this area. Let's start innovating in that area.